Welcome YouTube, this is Acid Roots. I've got a big Scoob review, which is his second album, Damn Fool. Now this one came out basically on the heels of his first album, Monsterific, and that album was known for songs like Salut, and he had a couple other hits on there. There were 3 singles released. You know, it's been a couple weeks since I've listened to the album, but he did have 3, and each of the singles are pretty good. Another one is Bet I Don't. The promotion of that project, it was released at a good time. N9ne's was dropping releases like 3, 4, 5 albums a year off of Strange Music. And I think that that one kind of has a little bit of an urban classic success. Like, certain albums may not be classics, but as far as like replayability in more of like a less commercial setting, I think that album shined particularly well. Maybe I was a little bit more lenient towards Monsterific, but this time the overall magic behind it is not as flattering this time. Now, is this a bad record? No, absolutely not. But you know, having 18 songs and only liking 8 or so. So it's simple to determine whether or not that means anything to you, getting 8 out of 18. You just have to think if that's fair enough for you, because if it is, you really have nothing to worry about. But that's just the majority of the songs that I think probably get the most airplay and that sort of thing. So I think this sits nicely next to Monsterific, but really, it's kind of, the only thing is whether or not, you know, Big Scoob having a large album like that, we can say that the whole thing is a certified banger, and it's probably about half the project that is. So that's enough to get through the weekend, probably get through the week, and a couple months. But really, I think the best thing to do is to keep it in like a Strange Music playlist. Add some Cut Calhoun in there, add some Stevie Stone, add some N9 collabos, N9, Chris Calico, and you're set. But this is not a bad album. So definitely the first song, the first radio song, All I Know Is Hood, that one, I think I like that one better than his original first single, which was Salut. I think I like that one better. And both of these songs carry themselves well. And yeah, it's pretty set to go. There was a second single release, but this album did not get as much promotion, which, you know, considering N9ne's affiliate, it's hard with N9. I mean, he drops like 2 or 3 videos, and then that wraps up the promotion for the project. But, you know, with his people on his label, it's even less so. So that kind of lets you know what you're getting. Is, I'd say the most promotion goes to N9 albums, then it's N9 collabos, and then it's N9 label mates. And it's not, this is not a bad thing. Strange Music is not a bad label, but really, you know, all the attention centers on All I Know Is Hood, and there's definitely more songs than that on the project. So, but the second attempted single was Damn Fool, and that one is another thumper. It's really, both of these are louder and less centered. They're not calm songs. That's really the thing about it, is these are songs where it sounds like it's time to get things started, which is kind of what he did on his first album also. I think the other single from Monsterific was Big Fella, and that kind of felt like the rap version of a mosh song. Kind of what you would do if you were at a concert and you just wanted to go ape shit, something like that. So yeah, Damn Fool and All I Know Is Hood or something like that, but then there's also more numbers that do that. So if you're wondering some of Big Scoob's strong points, he does like to drink, so you do get some songs like that. He's pretty avid at making rowdy numbers, and also the equivalent of nights when you go out and do things. So he knows what's going on, and it's you don't have to worry about the transition being shaky or anything like that. So otherwise, you don't have to concentrate on not having a good time. It's just not having a long enough good time. It's really the whole thing. But so the songs that I recommend to you, the songs that you pretty much need to check out are, there's 8 of them plus an almost song. So they are All I Know Is Hood, Acadam Fool, White Bitch, Move With the Night, Drunk and Stupid, Lemonade Delight, Damu, Two Fat Fucks, and the almost song is Spotlight. So Tech-9 appears on Spotlight. Kind of feels like something I feel like Cut Calhoun would have done. Kriz Calico is on here, but he does do some of the hooks. So you have to, just because it says Kriz Calico on the song does not mean you're going to get a verse. So that, I think he is on Two Fat Fucks. And I think he's also on White Bitch, but he does do hooks on here. So Drunk and Stupid has Tech-9. That's another song for the night. And Lemonade Delight is another one. Damu is a particularly good one. You know, the amount of guests that are on this album besides Tech-9's group, Strange Music, is not that much. Like, off Monsterific, I remember there was someone from Cottonmouth Kings, and Be Legit was also on there, but that's about as far as I can really remember. So this time J-Rock is on there. You know, if you know him from Kendrick Lamar and those type cats, you know, he's on here. He was on Tech-9's label, but I don't know him that well, so that's really the whole thing. So this album is going to get a 5.5 out of 10, and really the whole thing there is that, you know, it just, past the noisiest songs, there's just not that much to carry the entire project. But, you know, out of 18 songs, I still feel like 8 songs is not, you know, shy or anything. So it just is, you know, you probably want more. So the social score, I will give a 3.5 out of 10, just because, you know, Strange Music, it's an underground release. So the one single plus the attempted second single is not really enough. Should have had 3 videos like Monsterific did. And, you know, there's not enough Tech-9 label mates. I mean, I think that Snug Brim is on there, who was on Strange Music, but there's no Cut Calhoun. And Tech-9 appears twice and then on a hook. And Kriz Calico's on here quite a bit, but it still feels as if, you know, Strange Music could have used that extra artist besides Big Scoob, Cut Calhoun, and Kriz Calico that was dropping albums that could have made an appearance. So that would have been like the only other thing. But as far as the rest of it is, yeah, the future Big Scoob dropped an album as of November 2016. So eventually I'm going to get to that. And the only other thing is can this record be topped? The answer is yes. But if you get both of Big Scoob's albums, you're still in for a pretty good time. Definitely. It's a shock. It's definitely a trip. And you don't want to miss it.